with another great episode, episode 8. We're nearing the end of season 1, but before that, we have 3 episodes of fun that rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme. I'm just that talented. Today we have 3 awesome segments, and we have a brand new guest. So both of our guests today are members of the crew, so they're making all the magic happen behind screen. But today they are going to be in front of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ian Rothenberg and Marlie Goldstein. Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, they're doing the jib shot. Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, welcome. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good,
So
man.
actually, the past few weeks, I've been taking note of this. The first person that makes it to the chairs, like of the guests, it's very random if they choose red or black. So Marlie, why'd you choose red?
I wanted to be farther away from the cameras.
You wanted to be farther away from the cameras?
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
have a giant zit on my forehead, so I don't want them to pick it up.
Okay, that's good for you. How you doing, Ian?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me back on here.
Yanni Dimes, Mr. Menery.
Bob Menery Sports Report today. Fake AMR show in TV2. Hopefully that recording doesn't get released.
Ian, yeah, we had an interesting show earlier.
Interesting show.
But yeah, all right, we got some 3 great segments. Here's one that we haven't done in a little while. Overrated, underrated. You guys ready to
Yeah.
play?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so I'm gonna go first,
Okay.
and then Ian's gonna go, and then Marley's gonna go. I think. I may have messed the order up. If I did, Miles is gonna be very, very angry with me.
no.
But all right, I'm gonna go first. Overrated or underrated Netflix originals? TV shows or movies? Yeah.
TV shows or movie. I'm gonna say overrated.
Overrated. I'm gonna agree with you there.
I'm gonna say overrated mainly because a lot of these originals they put out, it's
Marley's shaking her head.
kind of like not everybody watches them, and then it's like just some of these aren't even that good, or like the acting's just bad.
The acting's terrible, but like, that's not why you go to watch a Netflix show. You go to watch a Netflix show because you're like,
Because
okay.
you go to watch a Netflix show because you're bored and you need something to watch.
Yeah, I have nothing on. Why do you disagree?
So, okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
So the movies, absolute garbage. I hate them all. But it's the TV shows that are good. My 2 favorite shows that I've probably watched in there are You, which is with Penn Badley, he's amazing in it. And then there's Outer Banks, which I really liked.
Neither of which I've seen. I like Big Mouth. That's a Netflix.
The
right?
only Netflix original I really watched, not movies, but the only original show I've watched is Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
And we all know how bad the
That's the
acting is.
Karate
I think
Kid
it's,
ripoff?
Yeah, it's the ripoff of Karate Kid.
Oh.
It's not bad, but the acting's just horrible.
It's like the same acting in He's All That. It's the spin-off of She's All That with Addison Rae. That movie is atrocious.
I've never heard of any of these that you're saying.
Oh.
It's okay.
All right. Ian, would
'Cause
you
I
like?
haven't heard of any of those.
Yeah. Ian, would you like to go with your
Yes.
first overrated, underrated?
My first overrated, underrated is tanking in sports.
Tanking.
And
in
now, for
sports.
anybody that doesn't know what tanking in sports is, it's basically when a team's front office, so the players and coaches want to win, but the front office basically trades away their good players for draft picks, so that way they lose to get like a higher draft pick, like on their first round draft pick, they lose to get a higher draft pick, and they trade away their good players, so they get more draft picks in the later rounds.
Right. I think it depends on a few things. The first thing it depends on is who's in the
Depends on the
draft.
sport too.
It depends on the sport, but also who's in the draft.
Yep.
What position do you need? So like this year, it's not a very quarterback-heavy draft.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if you're looking for a quarterback, I wouldn't necessarily
I'm
say
waiting.
let's.
I'd wait another year.
Yeah, I'd wait another year.
Because you have all these guys out there that are like waiting their shot. Like there are guys out there who are sitting on teams' benches right now
Right.
that could easily be starters in the NFL.
So I'm gonna say overrated.
I'm gonna say overrated,
But at the
too.
same time, if you think about it, if the Jets had tanked last year,
Yes.
They could have had Trevor Lawrence.
they would have gotten Trevor Lawrence.
But look at Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't done much in
He's gonna be
Jacksonville.
good. Relax.
You gotta give him
He's
time.
gonna be good. What do you think?
I don't really have an opinion on this because I don't know much about this, but because Ian kind of explained this to me right before the show, but it really depends on like what sport and what team you're talking about. I mean, if the Jets tanked, I would fully support that. I would say that was underrated.
Sam, your mom texted, you're getting chicken for dinner.
What kind of chicken? Miles, go.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Poppy's getting fried chicken.
Poppy's getting me fried chicken from the club. It's a good day to be alive, everybody. Thank you, Poppy. And also, shout out to Grandma, because I know she watches these religiously. Shout out to Grandma and Poppy, especially, for getting me fried chicken for dinner. I love me some fried chicken.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
What were we talking about?
Okay, so back to tanking. Yeah.
Oh, I love
it's
chicken
just
so much.
overrated. I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
You said you don't really have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have an opinion. I guess I would go with overrated because I think it's really stupid if you have a good team, even if you want more draft picks.
Like
I
you
don't
just
know.
want to rebuild almost. Like you
Yeah,
have a good team.
I get the point.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm still hung up on that chicken.
Okay,
Like, man, you
so
can't deny some good fried chicken.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
turn, Marley.
okay. Speaking of food, so my first underrated is Calabria's.
Oh, ready? I think it's the worst pizza in town.
Are you kidding me? I think. But you continue.
I
wanna
hear
what
from
you-
the studio people going, it is not. Dylan agrees. Dylan is very picky. Alex agrees. Listen,
Okay.
I remember being like 6 years old and going into Calabria's, and the only reason why I liked it was because my mom wouldn't let me watch SpongeBob at home
Yes. Oh my God.
because she
same
thought
thing.
it was inappropriate. So, and SpongeBob was played 24/7 at Calabria's. But
Yes.
like, now that I don't have the SpongeBob there, it's just, it's not good at all.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I
you
went to Calabria recently with a couple of my friends, and it was actually like good. The pizza was good. I'm very big on pizza. I'm very picky, and it was actually good. Like, I'm still gonna go with overrated because I personally don't really like it there. But they redid the whole place. It's very nice.
Really?
Their whole theme is like the Barstool Sports thing. What's the name of that guy that won?
Portnoy.
Yeah,
Gave
David
their
Portnoy.
crunchy pizza an 8.9. I tried their crunchy pizza, I think, last Friday. It was very good.
I haven't been there in years.
It was very good, but I
They've
do
redone
find
the place.
Really?
they did redo the place. It's like, but they kind of let like the whole Barstool thing take over.
Yeah.
So like they're not the same. I'm gonna say it's a very hit or miss place, and it's just like you either get good pizza there or they give you like the worst slices possible. Their crunchy thin pie is good. The one that Portnoy tried and gave it an 8.9. That's good, but I'm gonna go with overrated.
Okay, so we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my next overrated, underrated. This one, if you say overrated, you're wrong. Overrated, underrated, chipwiches. It's a cookie and ice cream.
It's underrated. It's so good.
It's underrated or just right. Because
There's-
nobody doesn't like a chipwich.
I'm gonna go with
Don't say it.
underrated. I
Okay.
think
Good,
that I'm
good.
like I don't have chipwiches that much, but when I do have them, I think they're very good.
Yes.
Chipwiches are great.
There's this place called Baked
they're
Bear. They had it in Arizona when I went, and it's also like in Long Branch. It might be the best chipwich I've ever had.
Chipwiches are great.
Yeah,
They are
I
good.
don't think you can get a bad chipwich.
You can't get a bad chipwich.
But I
Except
feel
when
like
it
you
melts
can't
in your
have.
hand.
I feel like you can't have them every day. I feel like
No.
it's like a
you
special
can.
occasion type of thing.
Maybe
Alright.
you can. I can't.
All right, that was an easy one. You go, Ian.
Okay. My second one, it's another sports one. The proposed 12-team college football playoff.
Absolutely. Well, that's not even underrated. I can't think of a single person that doesn't want that. That's just right.
It's underrated. It's great. I
I'm
like
gonna
that
go
idea.
with underrated because I feel like there's other people that would much rather have an 8-team playoff.
Okay.
That way you don't have the top 12 making it. But the coaches would rather have an 8 or a 12. They're like kind of divided on that.
I mean, I don't really care because Michigan is
But yeah,
second best team
like
in the
I
nation.
kind of care because
How'd Penn State do this year?
We don't want
No,
to talk
let's
about it,
not- let's not
okay?
talk
We don't
about
want
it.
to talk
Let's
about
not
it.
talk about it.
No.
Move on from Penn State, but I'm just going to say this. If you have an expanded playoff, the opportunity to actually have like these Cinderella teams come in
Right.
and actually have a
You
chance
need a feel-good story, you know.
to make a
underdog.
story out of themselves, story up their program a little more, even if their program's like already storied. Like you have Cincinnati this year, like they're in, and that's like pretty cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's obviously going to say like, you know, it's obviously going to back the NCAA's opinion to not expand the playoff
Yeah.
because like you have a team
get
like
it.
that getting in, but like you have these teams that get snubbed, and like what about them? Like you have Penn State in 2016, they beat Ohio State, won the Big Ten, went
What was
11
their
and 2.
record? 11 and 2.
11 and 2.
And they didn't make it.
and they
What were
didn't make
ranked?
the playoff. They were ranked 5, and they didn't make it. And Ohio State, who they beat earlier in the year, made it over them.
That's what?
Talking about college.
Okay, we're not going to talk about college, Marley.
Okay.
I'm gonna go underrated.
Okay, underrated.
I'm going underrated with that too. Okay, so my second thing is a place. It's Times Square, and
Times
I'm
Square.
gonna say this. I absolutely hate Times Square.
Why?
Because here's the thing about me. I hate tourist-ridden places. I hate all the dirtiness. I like clean. Like I love the city. I hate Times Square. It's like Venice Beach. I love LA. I hate Venice Beach.
At this point, though, the dirtiness is like a part of the character of New
Yes,
York
but
City.
there's a difference.
I think New York
between-
City is the greatest city in the world.
No.
I don't think there's
I
a
love
bad
New
part
York
to it.
City.
I love New
but
York.
I think there's a difference between the dirtiness of New York City, like its characteristic, and then Times Square, which is just like tourist
Yeah,
dirt.
yeah. I was actually
Yeah.
just in Times Square for dinner last weekend with my friends, with Miles, by the
Yeah.
way, and Dylan and Ben. And we went to a barbecue place. What was it called? Virgil's, right? It was called Virgil's Barbecue, and it was really, really good. Although it was not the best thing for my stomach. But it was great. It was awesome.
If I'm gonna go in the city, I'm not gonna go there for Times Square. I'm gonna go there to see friends. I'm gonna go there to get some good New York pizza,
For some real good food. Yeah.
and I'm probably most likely gonna go there to watch like a Rangers game or a Knicks game if Sixers are in town, or just go there to have
Yeah.
fun. Like the city's not bad. It's just that Times Square. Like I've
just
only been
Times
there
Square.
like once.
You've only been to Times Square
I've only been there
Yo,
once.
Ian, stop with the sports. Just move on, man.
I'm not talking about sports.
That's all Ian is about.
That's
Okay,
true.
next up, we're gonna go with my
I'm
last.
gonna go overrated on
My
that.
last overrated, underrated is, and I have a very personal story that goes along with this. Overrated, underrated, escalators.
Underrated. I like a good escalator.
Overrated because you're still walking up, and no
I-
matter what.
I hate escalators.
What?
Escalators are is like the only thing I'm afraid of. I've been scuba diving. I've been 50 feet underwater in Hawaii. I've been to the top of the tallest roller coaster in the world, and I won't go down an escalator.
I'm not scared of escalators. I'm just
it's a
like
death trap.
I think.
talking about?
What? I think.
When I was 4
I
years
think
old,
they're useless though, because you're in the mall. You're walking up an escalator. You're literally walking up the escalator.
Right.
You're not supposed to move on it. People are gonna walk up anyway.
when I was 4 years old, Ben and I, who's a fan favorite on the show, we all love Benny. Ben and I went to go see Disney on Ice. I think it was at Prudential Center. I don't remember.
Izod Center
But
probably.
Mom and I was on the escalator with my mom, and some big dude sort of like shoved in between us, and I was separated from my mother on the escalator, and I got to the top before she was, and I was so scared. It was very, very nerve-wracking. I don't like escalators.
So what you're telling me is that fat guys are the reason why you don't want to go
Yeah.
on escalators anymore?
Move on to the next thing. I can rant about escalators for a minute.
Okay.
God.
My last overrated, underrated, the Star Wars sequels.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated. next.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Completely
No.
ruined the entire
The only good
Skywalker
Star Wars
saga.
movies are A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and Solo. Yes, Mike.
No,
Solo is
Rogue
good.
One.
Next.
Rogue One is
Next.
good. Okay. I think it's underrated, but
Rogue One stinks.
okay. HBO Max. Underrated. So underrated.
I'm not even on it. I'm not on HBO. Max.
You're not
I
on
don't know
HBO.
what I don't know what
That you need to invest. It's
Just
it's the
use-
best streaming service out there. Period. I don't care.
You get it through your
Hulu
cable
sucks.
provider.
Just use like a VPN. Get one of those. Get one of those.
You get it
sites.
through your, okay, I'm gonna go underrated on HBO Max. Only because they have South Park on there, and I love South
South Park is great.
They have Gossip Girl, but the new Gossip Girl series sucks.
Yeah. See, I'm not the kind
Yeah,
of guy
and
that's
you're
gonna
not the
go
type of
home
guy-
and watch Gossip Girl. I'm
Exactly.
definitely not the target audience, but okay.
Same.
Yo, come on. All right, we're trying not something new. We're gonna bring back an old segment, which is Madlibs. Thank you very much,
Oh.
Yoav.
Yep.
You may remember him as the guy that broke our wrap-up sign.
Oh no. I'm
That's
sorry.
him. Anyways, okay. Last time, here's Miles's fancy new MacBook. Everybody.
Ooh.
Ooh. Anyways, so the last time we did Madlibs, it was on paper, and it took forever. So instead of that, we're gonna do some holiday-themed ones on the computer. Okay. So, Madlibs about a kid's Madlibs about a gingerbread man. All right. I need a place. Come on. 5,
Come on, Ian.
4,
My
3.
basement.
Okay. Ian's basement. An adjective. Person, place, or no, that's a noun.
Smelly.
Smelly, yeah. A verb.
Running.
Running. A food.
Tacos.
Tacos. Love me some tacos.
I hate tacos.
Things, plural.
Tacos are good.
Things, plural. We don't have time for this, but I could debate about this all day. Next.
What is this?
Things, plural.
plural?
We need plural.
Multiple things. Tables and pencils.
Tables and pencils. You know, we're just going to go say tables. A profession. I'm going to say plumber. I'm barging in. Now we need one thing, singular.
A desk.
Desk. A color, mauve. Yes, it's a color. Celebrity or somebody famous?
Kanye West.
Kanye. We actually had a funny segment about him earlier, like a few episodes ago. An animal.
A
This is the last
bear.
one. A bear? Give me something more interesting than that.
An anteater.
An anteater.
I don't know. Just first
That's-
thing.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
not the
ready?
most creative person when it comes to Madlibs.
We're gonna see how this goes. This might not work. Generate Madlib. Okay. There once was a gingerbread man who had 2 tables for eyes and a tacos for a nose. He always said, running as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. One day he ran past a smelly plumber, but they couldn't catch him. He kept running until he passed an anteater, but they couldn't catch him either. Suddenly, he came across a river near Ian's basement. How would he cross? Then he saw a mauve desk floating by. He jumped on it, but it was actually Kanye, who just so happened to love cookies. That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, that was bad.
What was that? Okay, we're gonna try another one. I don't think that one exactly worked. This
Come on,
one,
Miles, do better.
let's do. Okay, here's one about butterflies. Okay, ready? Things, plural. We need multiple things.
Shoes
Shoes.
and socks.
We need more creativity. An
Okay.
insect.
An insect.
Mm-hmm.
A tarantula. Wait, that's not an insect. That's an arachnid.
Grasshopper.
I'm not sure if that's an insect either, but okay. Grasshopper. A verb.
That works. Verb.
Throwing.
Throwing. You know, we're just gonna put throw. A phrase. Or like a saying.
A phrase.
Arby's.
Bing
we
bong.
have Arby's.
Yo,
we
bing
have
bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong?
Yes.
Yoav. Bing bong or Arby's. We have the meats. This-
Arby's, we
Bing
have
bong.
meats.
Arby's. We
serious?
have.
Come on.
We have the meats. Okay. Color.
Magenta.
Magenta. An adjective.
Creamy.
Creamy. We're bringing that one back. A food.
You're welcome, Ben.
A food.
Pizza.
Dude, creativity.
Okay, I'll be creative.
Hush puppies.
Empanadas.
Hush puppies.
What are
That's
hush
not a
puppies?
food.
Yeah, it is. We had hush puppies at that barbecue place last
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
They're pretty good, right, Dylan? Person.
Joe Byron.
Joe Byron. Adjective.
Yelling.
Yell.
That's not
That's
an
not an
adjective.
That's-
adjective.
oh my
That
God,
is
that's
not
a
an
verb.
adjective. That's a verb.
Let's see.
Wet. At a place.
My basement again.
No, we
No.
can't go with
No,
that.
what's
we'll
with your
go
basement,
with
Ian?
Beaver Stadium.
Okay.
Beaver Stadium. What are you doing in your basement, man?
Playing COD.
Oh my God.
Last night I dreamed I was a wet butterfly with magenta splotches that looked like shoes. I flew to Beaver Stadium with my best friend, Joe Byron, who was a creamy grasshopper. We ate some hush puppies when we got there, and then decided to throw. The dream ended when I said, Arby's, we have the meats. The dream ended when I said bing bong. I don't know. No matter what we did, that would have been terrible. Miles, thank you for your computer. we're on to our last segment. So this last one, we did something similar to this in the first episode, the pilot, that nobody watched because it wasn't very good. But we did ultimate best friend trivia.
Oh.
So like, yeah. So we put 2 trash cans down, and we crumbled up like these pieces of paper, and I gave Ben and Dylan trivia questions about myself. If you get a question right, you get to shoot a paper ball. If it goes in, you get a point. The first to 3 wins. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right, I'll take it. Basketball practice before my basketball practice later.
Stand up.
Oh, we gotta
okay.
go over there.
This is gonna be a really cool shot. Watch this. I'm here. I'm walking. The camera's following me. And ooh, look where we are. We're in a whole other room. Yay!
Wow.
Thank you for the applause. We're in a whole
Okay,
other
I'll go
room.
on this side.
Yeah, you go on that side. Okay.
I'll take the recycling can.
We have these paper
Or
balls
this trash.
right here.
That's
Thank you.
convenient.
Joking.
There's you. And we have these. Uh-oh, I dropped one. Okay, you guys ready to
Oh,
play?
yes, thanks for throwing them on my shoe.
You're welcome. Okay, the theme is movies and TV, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Name the 6 original members of the Avengers. Now, I couldn't tell you this.
Iron
because
Man,
I'd be
Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye.
There you go, you get a shot. I didn't know that. I don't do superheroes.
Kobe.
And you miss. Good job, Ian. Okay, next question. Name one of the 3 highest grossing movies of all time.
Titanic.
There you go. Shoot. You're losing to it.
Titanic sucks, by the way.
It isn't very good either. By the way, Rose 100% could have saved Jack.
Yes!
There was room left on like
I
that
have
door.
never watched this movie.
It's
You need to watch
horrible,
it.
and it's a waste of your time.
Yeah, there was
Okay,
room left
will
on
do.
whatever that was. She was a spoiled brat. Okay, let's see, what's next? All right, how many times did Ross Geller get divorced on the TV show Friends?
3.
Boom. Can you name who it was to?
Emily, Carol, and Rachel.
There you go, shoot.
All right, this is going to go in. Oh, back rim.
You're still in it, Ian. All right, what class does Severus Snape teach in the first 6 Harry Potter movies? What subject?
Potions?
Yep, potions.
Okay, if this goes in, Tobias Harris works at McDonald's.
It's not gonna go in. Ooh.
I was right. Tobias Harris does
went
work
in.
at McDonald's.
Okay. What does Michael Scott eat for lunch on The Office that makes him fall asleep?
I watched The Office. I should know this.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
I've never seen The Office.
Same. What is it?
An egg sandwich.
No. Chicken pot pie.
Right.
Okay. Where does the TV show South Park take place? What
Colorado.
State? There you go. Shoot. There you go.
You see,
All right,
basketball
how
practice
many is
before
that?
basketball.
That's two
I'm
to
gonna be
1.
draining 3s later.
Okay, ready, everybody? Need to find a good last question. All right. In the opening sequence of the Adam Sandler movie, Billy Madison,
I've never
is
seen
great.
Billy chases around a giant imaginary what?
Penguin.
There you go. You get to shoot. And it's in.
2-all.
2-all. Okay. We still have some time left, so we kind of have to stall.
All right.
Next up, let's see. Which movie was incorrectly announced as the winner of Best Picture at the 2017 Academy Awards?
La La Land.
La La Land.
That's
Let's
my
see.
favorite movie
If
ever.
you make it, you win.
Rick.
She made it, and she
Can
wins.
I get redemption?
Oh yeah, you're right. It's 3-2. Okay, redemption. If this goes in, it's tied. Okay, and then we're gonna keep playing. Okay.
Okay.
What question should I ask? Let's do. Okay. How do Ted and Stella meet in the TV show How I Met Your Mother? I have not seen this either. This was a Miles question.
A bar?
A bar? No. Apparently, she was a tattoo removal doctor. Okay? So you just lost. But you know what? I didn't even know the answer to that one, so we're going to do one more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I agree with Miles. How I Met Your Mother, best show ever was.
That's Cap.
I've never seen it. I never will see it. Also, you could tell Miles that, by the way, tell Miles that Rogue One is a not great movie.
Rogue One is a very good movie.
Rogue One is not good. Solo is
what
the
are you
best Star Wars
saying?
movie.
Are you kidding
Miles is
me?
gonna fight you after
you
this,
saying?
apparently.
All right, tell him to come on. Tell him to come on and fight me. Tell him to come on. He's gonna fight me.
He's got to direct the
He's
show.
gonna fight me. We got
He's got to
time.
direct the show.
He's scared. We got time.
Whoever's on TV, just take over.
Okay, we're gonna save the fight for later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, ready? So that was a bad question. Thank you, Miles, for your bad question. Here we go. We're gonna do a Star Wars one. Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes, of course.
Okay, then we're not gonna do the Star Wars one. You know what? Fine. In The Empire Strikes Back, Luke meets Master Yoda on what swamp-covered
Dagobah.
planet? The Dagobah system.
Okay, if I choke, then I'm the ultimate sucker.
You are the ultimate sucker. And there it is. Ian, how do you feel?
Well,
Basketball practice not paying off, I guess.
Oh!
listen, we're shooting paper balls on 2 feet tall trash cans, less than 2 feet tall trash cans. Yeah, I think I might want to call my trainer.
You should be
The thing is,
disappointed.
you gotta squat when you do it. It's like a.
No. Kobe. You see when it
You
doesn't
made that
count, it
one.
goes in.
You made that one.
You gotta like. Okay.
No, it's
never
like this.
mind.
Kobe.
Okay, we still have 3 minutes left. We're just
What
standing
do we do
around.
with ourselves?
Okay,
Right.
well, I am getting my permit tomorrow.
Ian is getting his permit tomorrow. I'm actually gonna.
Sam's gonna take one here.
Okay.
If I make this, I win.
Okay,
It's not gonna go in.
that's a tough one.
Didn't go in. Let's bring Ben out here. Who doesn't love Ben?
We'll
Ben,
take Ben
come
in
here.
here. Come on, Ben.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, here he is. Ben. Come on.
Special appearance.
I love Ben
Good.
so
Oh,
much.
I could probably do a little bit of a Bob Menner imitation.
Okay. Hi, Ben.
Hey,
How are you doing? Can they hear him?
yeah, you guys could hear me.
Okay. Are you?
Start, do the closing.
Oh, I get to do closer.
What? No. No, you
I've been
don't.
waiting for this my
Hey,
whole life.
hey, I could.
Thank you.
This is not. No, this. I don't agree to this.
I could do this in a Bob Menner
This
voice.
was an amazing show.
I don't
Thank
agree
you,
to
Marlie
this.
and Ian, for coming
No,
on.
no. This is Sam Shainbrown signing off. I don't agree. I don't condone any of this. I don't condone any of this.
For watching, and yeah, Alex.
Block, get off set.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of there.
Go.
Get him out. Get him out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank our 2 great guests, Ian Rothenberg and Marlie
Peter.
Goldstein. Right, yeah, do your Bob Menner.
Well, Peter, I don't know what that was, but they should not have been on set. They are not hosts.
Great. All right.
They're working in the control room. Not supposed to happen, Peter.
Rip review. Next week we have Sam Shane. What was my title? He does this every week. He gives me a new title and won't let me see what it is. I don't know. Sam Shainbrown, a not funny channel.